How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the TB Takes podcast. How we doing
That's
tonight?
well, how's everybody doing? How you doing, Joe? How's it going, bro?
Bro, it's been a good day, good weekend. Had a graduation party today and for my cousin and went out there, did that, saw the family. Everybody got to see my son and stuff. So it's a good day. It's a good day. How about yourself?
I worked all day, bro.
I know you got off late today.
Damn, I was working all day, helping some people out, mounting TV, straight getting it. Just a long week in general, man.
I feel that.
Long week in general. But yeah, man, excited. It's been a good week in basketball, good week in sports. Go Pacers.
Yes.
How's the weather been out there?
It's raining right now. It's been raining all day pretty much.
Has it?
It was sprinkling and then stopped and then it rained and then the sprinkles stopped and then now it's just raining,
Well,
which is good. We need it for the we need it so we don't have fire bans and stuff,
you know, Colorado's always on fire. It's like Colorado,
Always.
California. That's what's up, man. We got a good couple topics for you guys tonight. Getting closer and closer to that NFL season, man. Closer and closer to the preseason. Closer and closer to cashing these bets. I'll start off with the first topic, NBA's finals check-in. Well, the
Conference finals check-in.
conference finals check-in, yeah, that's what I'm. But
Yep.
you got the up 2. Pacers up 2-0. Ain't even sweating the Knicks.
I would be. The first game, you guys barely won 138-135. It was a buzzer beater, close game, 1-0. Okay, and then second game, 114-109. They're not blowout games. They're not. Check it out. Guess what was though? The OKC Thunder. Remember, I told you whoever won between the Nuggets OKC was gonna take it. And they won 114-88 to the team that, Timberwolves are this, and that, and blah, blah, blah. Who's going to stop the Timberwolves, bro? They just got 30, 40-point deficit right there. Like, the next game, 118-103, almost 20 points. Right now, though, it is 72-41 Timberwolves at halftime. So,
what's up now, though?
That's
what's
game
up
3.
now, though?
That's what I said. So.
Since you broke down the T-Wolves game, I'm gonna go ahead and break down the
Pacers Knicks.
The Pacers Knicks game, man. So you had game 1 in Madison Square Garden. It was nothing short of electric, man. You know what I mean? Nothing short of electric, bro. Just because, like, it's just crazy. Like, the Pacers, nobody would have thought the Pacers was gonna go all the way, bro.
I mean,
and all they got to do is close out because what were the first two games were in New York, weren't they?
See.
First 2 games were in New York, weren't they?
No, because the Pacers were the higher seeding. So Pacers had home court. So it's Pacers, Knicks, Pacers, Knicks. And then it's OKC.
Yeah, game 1 was in New York.
OKC, Minnesota. So right now
they were both played in New York, bro.
What?
They were both. Yes, game 1 was in New York at Madison Square Garden, and game 2 was played in New York. Now the series shifts to Indianapolis.
What was the seeding when they were going into that?
Knicks were the better seed.
Really?
Yeah, that's all right, man. Don't sleep on the Knicks, bro. Game 1 of Madison Square Garden was nothing short of electric. And what we witnessed from the Indiana Pacers was a comeback from the ages. Down by 14 points with just under 3 minutes left, the Pacers did what few teams have ever done in playoff history. They stormed back and leading the charge. Aaron Nesmith dropping 6 threes in the fourth quarter alone, putting his name in the record books and turning MSG to a library. And then Halliburton, bro, added 31 points and 11 assists. And then his clutch, bro, his 3 went boom. And then it like hit the top of the ceiling. And then that's just like, boom. And then he had to shut him up with the choke. Game 2, now fast forward to game 2, and it was Siakam, bro. Pascal Siakam, the former NBA champ, dropped 39 points, and he was shooting 65% and looked absolutely unguardable. Whether it was in transition, in the post, or pulling up from mid-range, bro, he was surgical. Halliburton didn't have to dominate the scoreboard in this one. Instead, he played floor general, posting 14 points, 11 assists, and 8 boards. He almost had triple-double.
Right.
And shout out to the bench, Tony Bradley, he came in. And then, Pacers did it 114-109. Didn't have to go to OT or nothing. And then guess what? These next 2 games are home field advantage, dog. That's going to be nasty, dude. The Pacers. They might sweep the Knicks. They might sweep the Knicks, bro.
That would be pretty crazy. That'd be pretty
sweep
crazy.
The Knicks in a quarterfinal. And then you got old boy, who was it? Let me pull the video up because he straight airballed this shit. Yeah. Jalen Brunson, bro. He's not it.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's trying to put the team on his back.
Bro, we already said it. We said it was going to be Pacers and whoever won between OKC Denver. I think. Me personally, I'm calling it now. That's what it is.
I think
So it's going to be OKC
I think the Pacers
versus Indiana.
I think I got the Pacers
And
winning.
it's going to be a fight. And it's going to be a fight to the 7.
Let's go to the bets. Yeah, you scared. Never mind. He's scared.
Oh, let's do it. Hey, guess what? Because you thought I wasn't going to bring it. You thought I wasn't going to bring the bet book out here, dog. Shoot. And I'll tell you right now, bro, I've been gambling this week on some cornhole with my brothers. I'm up 330. I'm up 330.
Are you?
I already know what it is. All right, here we go.
Yeah, you would get ate up playing cornhole with me.
Okay, next subject. What's the bet? Go ahead. You brought it up. Make the bet. Make the bet.
I got 25 on the Pacers.
All right. That's weak.
You got the Knicks? You got 25 on the Knicks?
Yep. He has 25
on Pacers. And on the Knicks. Let's go. I'm already
not the Knicks. I got OKC, you goofy ass.
You almost wrote it down.
I did, man. I didn't even get it. I got 25, and I went to put a K, and I literally didn't even put the
you got paper. You got OKC, even though it's about to be 2-1.
We'll see what happens, dog. There's a whole half to play, and they ain't even up that much.
Those first two that's why, because those first 2 games were in Oklahoma City, bro. These
it don't matter. That means that means even if they lost tonight and they lost tomorrow, they're going back home 2-2 to go up 3. And then it's going to go back there for 3-3, and then they're going home again to go up 4.
Oh, yeah, 46-74, bro. Minnesota's up 30.
And
oh, my God, they put
That's one game. That's one game. They're down 2-0, dog. They can afford to let up a game. But yeah, so yeah, that's going to cover it tonight for NBA. We're going to go ahead and jump into the next topic here. NFL offseason.
Yeah, who's winning the offseason? That's what I had.
Who's winning the offseason? Yeah. Oh, you mean preseason or like offseason by trades and stuff?
Offseason by trades and shit.
Okay, exactly. So I figure we'll go down. I'm gonna go over trades, signings, reserve lists, waivers, terminations, and we're gonna go from January to now in the 2025 year. So trades, no trades started till March. There was nothing in January, nothing in February. What? You got a good list for March. You want me to share this link with you?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I already got a team I think who's winning the offseason. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was gonna cover everything, and then we're gonna ask the comments, and then I was gonna let you say what you thought, and then I'll say what I think after we've heard all of the stuff, because not everybody knows what's happening. We gotta let everybody know so they can be like, oh yeah, because you could just be like, oh, I think this person's winning, but we haven't heard nothing from none of the other teams. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying? All right, here we go. First trade: Niners Vikings. For Jordan Mason, Niners to the Vikings, and then Vikings to the Texans for with Ed Ingram, Seahawks to the Steelers for DK Metcalf, Rams to the Bears for Jonah Jackson, and then you got Chiefs to the Bears, Joe Thuney. I think I could have butchered that last name. Niners to the Commanders, Debo, Jags to Texans, Christian Kirk, Bills to the Cowboys, Kair Alam, Texans to the Commanders, Laramie Tunzel, Browns to the Eagles, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Eagles to the Browns, Kenny Pickett, Texans to the Eagles, Kenyon Green, Eagles to the Texans, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Patriots to the Saints, Davon Godchow, Titans to the Cowboys, Kenneth Murray Jr., Seahawks to the Raiders, Geno Smith. Yeah, so a lot of trades in March. We go to April, only 2 trades, Seahawks to the Vikings for Sam Howell, and then Patriots to the Cowboys, Joe Milton Jr.
Wait, from the Commanders?
The Seahawks traded Sam Howell to the Vikings. Oh, okay. And then Patriots traded Joe Milton III to the Cowboys. That's it for April. Then we go to May, and there's only one May, and it's the headline, Steelers to the Cowboys, George Pickens. So as I said, as you've seen, that's 3 months later after DK got there. I don't think anybody saw that happening. Because if everybody saw that happening, it was happening right then and there. But yeah, so
I really like what the Cowboys are doing. I like what the Seahawks kind of did. I like what the Seahawks are kind of doing as well. I look like Shrek over here with the green one. Didn't the Seahawks pick up? Did you say they got a Triple Crown? Cooper Kupp.
Well, I haven't covered that part yet.
The Seahawks got Cooper Kupp.
That's signings though. That was just trades. I just covered
trades. Yeah. Oh, you're good.
Yeah. So
But if we're talking the biggest winner of the offseason, we got to look no further than the Chicago Bears, baby. The Bears. Offensive line, bro, they literally got Joe Thuney or whatever, however, from the Chiefs, signed him for 35 mil. They got Drew Dowman, signed a 3-year for him. He's a center. He's a really good center. And then, like you said, Jonah Jackson traded from the Los Angeles Rams as depth and versatility to the guard position. So they filled all that. They filled the line because he was the most bro. People want to call Caleb Williams trash, bro, but literally he set the franchise record last year for the most sacked. His line sucks so bad that out of every Bears quarterback ever, he got sacked the most. Not because he's slow as hell, because he's running for his fucking life. Mm-hmm. Defensive addition. They grabbed Grady Jarrett. He's really good. He's just with the Falcons. And then Dayo Odeyingbo. He's an edge rusher from the Colts, but really good. Skill position enhancements. To provide Williams with more offensive weapons, the Bears added Zacchaeus, Zacchaeus from the Commanders. I know him. He's really good. And David Duvernay, I don't really know much about him. And then they added a tight end from Miami. I just think they're really good. But I think the Bears did really good. I like what the Cowboys did too a little bit. But this is the Bears' first 5 games, bro. Remember, the Bears have the hardest schedule in the league. They play the Miami Dolphins. Then they play the Bills, the Chiefs, the Vikings, the Lions, and the Cowboys. They can easily go 0.
Well, but bro, I'm telling you, like, I don't know why people see all this and that in him and Caleb Williams. He's
I garbage. See it. Better record than the Broncos. Watch.
Can't wait. Yeah, okay. We'll see. Garbage. He didn't prove it last year.
There's no way.
Didn't prove it last year. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Honestly, I don't know. I think
who's winning the offseason right now, bro?
I think that the Cowboys might.
We know it's not.
I think the Cowboys probably got it with George Pickens, bro. They added an on the field dog. You know, somebody that. He is that down and dirty dog on the field. But he's not that person that goes and gets in trouble off the field, bro. You never hear his name and getting in trouble and doing some stupid shit off the field, bro. You don't. But he is a dog on the field, and they need that on the other side of CeeDee Lamb. Opens up a lot of headway. And I've said it already. I'll say it again. This is the year for Dak Prescott to break it or make it or break it. You either go through the playoffs and make a run at the conference championship and the Super Bowl, or your time as a Cowboy needs to be up, and the Cowboys organization needs to do something and get another quarterback. They need to. Something has to happen, and it needs to start, you know?
I feel that, though. I feel that Cowboys need to do something, bro. They got all this money, all these stars, and they just can't ever get there. Eagles got there twice. It's just crazy because I've watched 3 Eagles Super Bowls. I was like, I don't know if we'll ever get to the Super Bowl. But yeah, that's another spinoff from this topic. A way too early Super Bowl pick. We're going to give you our way too early Super Bowl predictions. Non-biased, who I actually think is going to win the Super Bowl for next year. I have the Philadelphia Eagles.
You're so full of shit.
Bro, I'm not being biased, bro. I'm not.
Bro, your team is garbage. You let up so many people. You think just because you come in with the same squad on offense that things are going to happen? What happens? What happens when the team brings the same people? Teams adjust. And there's a lot better teams out there that you guys are going to have to worry about. And the Chiefs is not who it is. You ain't going to have to worry about the Chiefs.
I know. Bro, I think
I think it is non-biased.
We go undefeated.
You know who I think it is non-biased? And they actually have probably one of the easiest schedules in the league this year, and the Bills. They upgraded on offense heavily. Josh Allen has a chance to do it. He needs to do it. He really needs to do it.
He does, bro. He does.
And with their new weapons on offense, man, Keon Coleman and that guy they got this year, you know, I don't know.
Big thing with him, though, big thing with Josh Allen is he takes a lot of hits. Can he stay healthy this year?
They have the 5th easiest schedule in the league.
The Bills do?
Yeah. So they are favored to win all 17 of their games, is what it says on.
Wow, bro.
So if they do not make a run at the conference championship and win the conference championship, no matter who it's against, it's because their team is that caliber team, shown to be that caliber team. Honest to God, I think they can do it. And I also think that the Ravens could, if Lamar Jackson throws the ball. If you can't throw the ball and get to your, when you need to throw it and make a play, your legs ain't going to do it the whole game, and neither is Derrick Henry's.
No.
He's getting old.
He just signed a mega contract, too.
Yeah, because they know what he can do. He's a red zone threat. Yeah, if you could put him in the red zone on the 1-yard line, he's going to get it in. 100%.
He's getting it in.
So, but yeah.
If I
got the Bills.
You got the Bills. If I didn't say the Eagles, I would have to say, I don't even know. I'd have to say the Lions.
That's a good one. I like that one.
The Detroit effing Lions.
All right, go ahead on the next subject there.
You want to do the fraud watch? Fraud watch, put some respect on.
And then the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got a fraud watch segment and a put some respect on segment. And I know exactly the two people I'm talking about. My fraud watch is going to be Jalen Brunson, bro. He's on here. He's not a fraud, but right now he's on fraud watch because these first two games against the Pacers, bro, we've seen when he needs to make a big shot to tie the game up. We've seen Halliburton can do it. Tyrese can do it. Mm-hmm. He's hitting game winners. He's not afraid to pass the ball even. But both games we've seen Brunson freak out and throw it crazy. And we got these Knicks fans just acting out right now. And then to put some respect on is Halliburton, man. Tyrese Halliburton. If he wins this title, it doesn't put him up there with the GOATs, but
right, not greatest.
Up there with,
but for accomplishing for the team, yes. That's a greatest of all team accomplishment, you know. I agree completely with the put some respect. I wouldn't change that. My fraud watch is your not even highly voted fake MVP of the league, SGA, whatever. Yeah, fucking little floppy McFloppersons, bro. You're fake, bro. Get out the league, bro. You're soft.
So is he a fraud or is he on fraud watch?
He's on fraud watch right now.
Okay.
He's on fraud watch because we ain't in the league for softies, bud.
No,
it's not what we're here to be. And if so this is what I'm seeing, bro. People are comparing Ant to MJ, and then people are comparing SGA to Kobe. His style is the same. He identical to Kobe's style, bro. But if you're gonna be like Kobe, you cannot be soft. Kobe wasn't soft.
He was not soft.
What is Mamba mentality? Yep. It wasn't built for softies.
Not floppy.
So fraud watch, but yeah. Put some respect.
He said,
keep that shit up. Keep that shit up. And last but not least for sports talk on the day.
Yeah, the last topic.
Yeah.
Last topic on sports is, do we take mental health serious in sports? I'll let you talk about that one, Joe.
You know, I mean, and we like to hear your comments, you know, down below. So please comment. Let us know what you guys think. But, you know, this is big on us. I personally think there can be improvement on mental health and preparation for life after sports. These guys go in here. I seen something today, actually, and it was actually one of these players. He was calling out, you know, the league. He was like, these dudes out here getting caught up for all this stuff with, you know, hookers and whores and all this and that, you know, like just because they got money, you know, just because you got money don't mean to be stupid. I mean, look at what happened to Henry Ruggs, you know. You know, and he apparently is going to be getting out and having a possible chance at a tryout with an NFL team. I don't know how true the news is, but you know, that's crazy to me. You know, he killed somebody and he's going to be out back, possible chance at the NFL again. But that's stupidity, and that's not. We're not talking pro sports. We're talking sports from high school to pro. Preparation needs to be there. Mental health needs to be there. You know, there is a life after sports. And if you don't have mental, you don't have money, you don't have a plan, what happens? You go broke, you go in debt, you go crazy.
Because school's not you with that either, you know?
Nope.
It's all on your parents.
So yeah, I think there can be some improvement there with mental health and the preparing for the plan after, you know, what's after sports. Everybody's not going to be in the league for as long as Tom Brady and as long as LeBron James, you know. There's guys who have done a lot more in a lot less time and they retire early because they're done. They've done what they wanted to do. Then what's next? Plan after. They're already at the plan after. You know what I'm saying? They did what they wanted to do. Look at Aaron Donald, for example. Perfect example. This man still does his same training. His body weight has not changed. He does it because that's his style. He did it before sports. And that's what it's his after sports, man.
It so happened that football was fit perfectly for weight.
Just fit his style, his lifestyle. Exactly. And he was he is the greatest of all time at that position. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna be another Aaron Donald. And that man was but look at him. He retired. He knew when to stop, you know, and he kept his health in tip top shape. So yeah, no. That's touchy subject for AJ Brown actually has done a lot for
AJ Brown actually almost killed himself.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry, not almost killed himself, but thought about it. He said he thought. But
he had a lot of
as
stuff
far as Antonio Brown, look at Antonio Brown. You cannot tell me that
something didn't go on.
Did not.
After that hit, after that hit,
The hit,
the
even
hit that nobody ever will ever let go ever in the league. But
and then you got to think about the women too, man. In women's sports, the mental health of women, what they have to deal with. Caitlin Clark, the weight on her shoulders from her being the face of the NBA, and Angel Reese being the face of the NBA. Then, and they all the trash talk that comes with it, and all the praise that comes with it. You got to take it both sides, and they probably got to learn to stay off social media. But I think we're making the right steps toward it. But I think it could be better. But yeah, we're making the right steps toward it for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then so we're gonna switch a little bit out of sports and jump on a little bit of some other things here. We like to do a little cinematic segment every once in a while, talk about movies, and things like that. So I'm gonna let you share your news, and then I'll hop into a little something real quick as well.
All right. Well, as you know, over at the Wagner compound, we're huge Marvel fans over here, and a little bit of DC fans getting into it. But we're looking forward to the Avenger movies this year because I've already seen Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is good. I'm caught up on everything, as I should be. Marvel postponed the release of Avengers Doomsday. It was scheduled to come out May 1st, 2026. Scheduled to come out basically a year from this month. But it got postponed to December, which is good. When they push stuff back, that's good. Unless it's
that means they found something they want to fix and make it better.
They can't do that quick enough. And then, so it's Avengers Doomsday was supposed to come out May 1st. And then that following year, Avengers Secret Wars was supposed to come out May 7th. Well, Secret Wars got pushed to December 17th, 2027. So you got Avengers Doomsday coming December 8th, 2026, and then Secret Wars coming December 17th, 2027.
Yep.
And then there was like 3 projects, unnamed projects that Marvel canceled and stuff. And I'm still waiting on a Blade movie, hopefully.
Right.
We'll get a Blade movie.
All
right, I'll keep the Wesley Snipes ones. Those ones are good. And then we got Superman coming out in July. Super excited for that. But yeah, that's the Marvel update.
And then next up is family friendly. Lilo and Stitch is out in theaters. Came out May 23rd. Please go see it. Take your families. Experience something. And they're already in talks for a sequel. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So we'll Disney's already in talks for a sequel with that. Secondly, Tom Cruise Mission Impossible: The Final Chapter is out as well. If you're a big Mission Impossible fan like I am, go check it out. You don't
binge the movies before it.
Exactly. And if you want to wait, do exactly like I said. Run that binge. Let it come out and buy it. Do what
Are you gonna watch anything, Joe? Because you ain't caught up on nothing, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna be catching up. We actually are gonna be baby free next week, so we're gonna be watching some movies. We're planning it.
Go.
Advance tickets to the Karate Kid. Last Karate Kid, I believe. It's called Karate Kid Legends. It actually brings back Jackie Chan and Danny LaRusso and their new kid that they got going on.
The new Karate Kid.
And then another one that I think is worth the chatter for advance tickets is the How to Train Your Dragon live action. So yeah, and then I think Jurassic World would be the last one that's coming out, guys. Yeah, so
for that one.
For me, advance ticket that I can get is July 1st.
Cool, man.
So
awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in to the show, to the TD Takes podcast. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Have a good night, and we will be talking to you guys later.
Have a good night. Be blessed. Bye-bye.